of each month at 9 o'clock, and we're pleased that you joined us. Time is running. We have to move on, and well, let's move on to the segment we call Tech Talk. Our guest tonight is Ralph DiStefano, and this is a segment aimed right at all you viewers with an interest in old cars, and especially those made on this side of World War II. We usually talk about that group in our Tech Talk section. Ralph is the manager of the Pollock Auto Showcase in Pottstown. Automobile restoration, gosh, I think, Ralph, your shop sees some of the most interesting and rarest and most glamorous and oldest cars in the world.
Or unique automobiles.
Right now, I know what you have in there, one of them right now. Tell us what you're working on right now.
Okay, right now we're doing a complete restoration on a 1903 Dorier, which we all know is built in the Berks County area, and it's, like I said, a complete restoration for a couple from Florida, and it's amazing the condition of this car when they found it. And it's just going to be a fantastic.
Good or
good, yes. It's the condition of it, really. So we're interested. We're really waiting to finish it up and getting it out there on the shows. And
1903. That
That's
makes
right.
it's a four-wheel Durier.
Yes.
And
Three-cylinder.
It's a three-cylinder car.
That's right.
Tiller steered.
Yes.
Yep. Very interesting. I'm anxious to see it. Maybe I'm going to slip away one of these days and stop down and see it. It sounds most interesting. Well, listen, what you came here to talk about tonight, and what we'd like to hear something about, because this is the season for it, is fuel systems. Tell us, what have you got in mind on fuel systems?
Okay, what I want to talk about is the maintenance on fuel systems for us collectors that when we're going to store the cars and put them away for the wintertime, there's different things that we want to do to them so we won't have a problem in the springtime when we pull them out. And one of the things that we do at the museum is we use a fuel stabilizer here that we put into the fuel system that what we like to do is we put 5 gallons of fuel in a can. We put 1 can of the stabilizer in it, and that maintains that fuel till the next season. Now, if you're going to store the car for a much longer period, 2-3 years or so, then we recommend that you drain the fuel system, clean everything up. But if you're just a hobbyist that brings the car out every spring and runs it through the summer months, then you can get away with just putting the stabilizer. You don't have to go through the hassle of draining the fuel tank, and it's messy. And then the question is, what do you do with the fuel? And
but this handles the problems with carburetor gumming up and that sort of thing in the winter.
Yes. Now, what you want to do is you want to, like I said, put 5 gallons of fuel in a can, put this in, mix it up, and then pour it into the car. Start the car and run it for approximately 10 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes will handle it, and that way the stabilizer is throughout the whole system, the lines, the carburetor, and you're fine there till the spring.
Can we find this kind of a product in a local?
You can buy this at Big A, any of the basic parts houses is fine. We also
What's it called?
It's called Stay-Bill.
Stay-Bill.
Right. We also, I was talking with a friend of ours, Lou Frame from Honeybrook Classics, and he uses this on his cars, and he has had fantastic results, same as we have. We also use another product called, and I'm sure most of you have heard of it, it's called Marvel Mystery Oil. Okay, this product here we like to put in the systems in the springtime. We'll take them out and we'll run the cars, and it lubricates the upper end on the engines. It makes sure the lines stay clean, and it also, if you have any type of, some cars are prone for vapor lock, because the fuel today is much thinner than it was years ago, and cars are more prone to vapor lock. So we put a little bit of this in, about 10%, and that usually takes care of the problem. So.
And this is also available in the auto parts.
Yes, you can buy this.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk to these people, see if they can't get them in as a commercial. We gave them a good plug.
There you go. There's also one
Excuse me, but these are both fuel system additives, not oil or
Well,
just fuel
the
system.
Marvel Mystery Oil you can put in oil or fuel, and on the back it has the directions on how to handle it, you know, and it's a very good product. We've used it for a long time, and we like it. There's one more product that we also use, and that is a lead additive for vehicles 1975 and older. We like to put a lead additive in the fuel to lubricate the valves because the lead is a lubricant, and if you run a long distance without the lead in it, it can damage the engine. So we put a lead additive in, and it's something that we have to do, you know, to maintain the older vehicles. We have to, you know, use these different types of products to so we don't have any problems. So that's basically it.
Okay, good. That's very helpful, because I think anyone who's put the money and the time and the effort into an old car can take this kind of advice from you, Ralph, and really see that that car is treated right when you're not using it in the wintertime.
That's right.
Fuel systems perhaps are overlooked. We think about the radiator, and we might think about the tires in the
That's
wintertime, and, but the fuel system, thank you very much for being with us in this talk segment tonight, if I can say it, and we'll heed your advice. Ralph Stefano, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we're coming down here. Gosh, the time flies so quickly, and I think that it's time to come to you, the home viewer, and see if we can perhaps puzzle you, stump you, intrigue you with some of the car quiz pictures that we put together tonight. Some of these, Paul, I think are tough.
Okay,
And
let's see
and
what
some of
they
them
are.
may be very easy. Maybe the folks out there know a lot more about some of these vehicles than we do here. I'm sure some of the home viewers do. But let's go to the car quiz. And as soon as our crew is ready, let's put up the first picture there and see what we've got. Okay, we can go in a little tighter on that one, perhaps, can we? And get the whole view. Although it's a rather distinctive automobile. This may be 378-0426. 378-0426. Give us a call if you can identify this nice bright blue automobile. It's a rather distinctive car, which